This is the second time I've recorded this. I did the whole thing to figure out the volume wasn't on. Yeah, so, hello, again, okay? I am JayLee, this JLeesCorner. This is my review for Life After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 11. It was such a good review. I cannot do Angela's voice again. My throat can't take it. I am so upset. I don't know how the damn volume had to center myself and whatnot. Okay, do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff or whatever. Okay, I want you to always inhale and exhale. Okay, inhale and exhale. You know what I'm saying? Relax, relate, release. Center yourself and everyone around you. Okay, you can also like this video, comment in the comment section, hit the share button to share it on your social media. You can also follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. Ta-da! Okay, I had the whole Angela thing down. First up is Marcina and Brittany, okay? We know Brittany was riding around with her sister looking for their mama. Now, the mama supposedly, allegedly, took the sister's debit card, took some money off there, didn't leave much or nothing on there. Now, they're looking for her because she's somewhere drunk and or high, okay? Now, they both bring up how they are just sick and tired of her consistently relapsing, and always doing this and doing that, and never doing the right thing, how she really has not been there for either of them due to her drug addiction and her drinking and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So, Brittany, like, you know what I'm saying, we're going to go to the house, pack up your stuff, you know what I'm saying, because you should not stay there. Like, we're going to let her hit rock bottom, okay? We're going to let her get evicted, need some money, just become homeless and just destitute somewhere, and then maybe she will get her shit together because, you know what I'm saying, she at the bottom of the rock or whatnot. So they get to the apartment, and the sister's gonna go back to Alaska to live with her dad and whatnot. So they get to the apartment, and the mama is there looking like a whole drug addict, okay? I mean, if ever there was a tweaking drug addict, that is what one looks like. Now, the mama was like, I was asleep. No, you was high, okay? Now, she's like, what's wrong with your nose? Are you doing drugs with your nose? She's like, no, I had a pimple and I had to pop it. You do know that you were just at her house earlier. You do know that her nose is burnt because she probably was asleep and burned herself on them drugs. Did she do crack, heroin, maybe all of them? I don't know. But at the end of the day, the mama is high, okay? She's high as a kite. She's high as giraffe cooch, okay? Anywhere it go, she's high. Now, she do say I was sleeping, you know what I'm saying, and that's why I look kind of frazzled, but no, she looked to be tweaking, okay? And kind of tweaking out her mind. And then, so you took your daughter's debit card and then took her money to do what? To like buy pills? I may have took some money to buy some pills. No, you did take some. It was like she was kind of telling herself, but not really, because she was in between being too high and too sober at the same damn time. It would seem too much or whatever. So Brittany just lets her know how much of a fuck up she is. You don't do this right, you don't do that right, you've done this wrong all your life, you have always done bad things. You can't keep doing the same BS and want different results, mama. You're on that bullshit, okay? So you know what? We're gonna leave you here by yourself on your lonesome. When you get evicted of your money, don't come crawling back to me, okay? And you cannot come back to my house, okay? You cannot be around my kids, see my kids anymore, because you be stealing, you're out here using again, okay? So you gonna ruin your life and my life and your other daughter. Just gonna ruin everyone's life. And so they kind of fussed it on out, but that was really it. You know what I'm saying? Her mama clearly needs help. And I feel like Brittany just doesn't have the patience it's going to take to get her mama on the straight and narrow, mainly because we have to remember Brittany was also a drug addict, you know what I'm saying? And I think she has enough energy to sustain herself and her sobriety and take care of her children. She don't have time to kind of to try to fix her mom, because her mom using and trigger her to use, and she don't want that. So just keep your mom away from you. Okay, we then have Lacey and Shane. Theirs was really, really simple. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Lacey is going to get IVF. Yep, they're going to implant some babies in her uterus or whatnot. I'm looking like, you don't need no more children. You don't take care of the three you have. The three you have is always with your daddy. Why are you having a fourth? For what? Poor K? Who, what, when, where, and why, and how is it possible for you to want more children? Now, not only that, you know what I'm saying, she's going to get 2 embryos implanted. It costs $25,000. $1,000. And I'm like, where y'all getting the money for this and whatnot? And she like, I only have enough money to do this one time, and we can't do it no more. No. And I'm looking like, y'all don't need more kids, but she's doing it because Shane don't have any biological kids, so he want his own child. I'm like, but why with her? Now, Shane feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm out of prison. I've got my life in order, you know what I'm saying, and things are going great. I can't believe I'm married to this great person, Lacey. You know, her 3 kids are like my kids and all this. I'm like, girl, boy, no. Like, you may think that you get your life in order, but you're latching yourself on to someone who is consistently on some bullshit. I mean, now ain't the time to have kids. It's just not the time to have kids. It's just so dumb. Anyway, and not only that, Shane is currently on furlough because they're doing all this during COVID. She had to go in to get IVF. I know that, whatever. And he could not go because, again, of COVID or whatnot. I'm like, girl, I cannot take it. So, again, 2 embryos implanted. Boom, pow, pow. We then see 1 week later, we see Shane out in a little kitchen, dining room area, whatever, with the children, helping them do homework, whatever. Lacey somewhere in the bathroom, probably smoking some cigarettes. And, you know, she calls him in or whatever, and she takes a pregnancy test, and it comes back positive. So now she happy, he happy. I'm looking like, y'all don't need a 4th kid. Now, you just don't. You just don't. And she then said, you know, now that, you know, I have this new baby, like, my feelings for Jean is dead. Oh, yes, of course, but you have a new baby daddy. You don't need the old one who you thought was your baby daddy. I'm like, girl, okay, I guess so. Now they have the baby. I don't want no love at the Lockup baby-versary shit with them 2. Leave them somewhere else. I'm good, love, please, enjoy or not, okay? We then have Angela and Tony. I'm going to try, but I don't know, y'all. I can't get it together the second time. We see Tommy come to visit Angela. You know, y'all remember Tommy? Good old Jerry Springer, okay? He came to visit his little friend and whatnot, who he is still in love with, but we know that she is not in love with him, okay? So, you know, he brings up how I always knew that Tony would let Angela down, but I had no idea. I didn't think he would ever do that 2 days after the wedding. But again, I'm always here to help her burning heart or whatever. But she then brings up how I got a new inmate, the guy named Ross, my friend Ross, and we have a video date tonight. I met Ross before I met Tony, okay? And see, I can't get it all the way right. He like, really? Like, how did you meet him? Like, what was he in jail for? Well, he was in jail for a gun charge, okay? And I knew him before I knew Tony, but I loved him. But when things happened, I had to make a choice, and I picked Tony, you know. But I should have picked Ross. I love Ross. I wouldn't see him all the time. I would go visit him every week, you know. But I picked Tony. Ooh, grab my throat. You know what I'm saying? Now, Tommy feel like, you know what I'm saying, you doing the same thing with Ross that you did with Tony. You know, you dating somebody in prison who was unavailable to you. And for what? Like, what do I have to do to get your love? Do I have to also go to jail, Angela? Do I need to get arrested for something? Is that the only way I can get your love? And she laughed like, oh, Tommy, you're so silly. No, you ain't got to do that. I don't want to be with you. I add that, not her. But we know she don't want that man. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Tommy bring up, every time something happened, I feel like she gonna get her heart broken again. And when she gets her heart broken again, I will still be here. You may still be there, but she not gonna want you. It's kind of crazy that, she has a... Maybe she slept with Tommy before. He wasn't good in bed. I think Angela just wants somebody with good dick. And prison dick sometimes, is amazing. And she may know that she's fishing for, okay? Because why keep fishing for people in the prison ponds and not the free pond? I'm just saying, I don't want that. Anyway, we then see her reading some letters, some old letters from Ross, okay, that he sent her while he was in prison. Now, Ross has been out of prison for a little bit of a minute or whatnot, at least since Tony has been out. So it's not like they've been, talking about he was in prison recently or whatnot. So again, he would tell me how much he loves me. How much he misses me, wants to be with me. Ross says, Angela, I can't wait to hear you talk with a cigarette in your mouth. You look so gorgeous with all the smoke around your face and your tooth right there. I can't wait for you, Angela. And I'm like, girl, and she getting all messy eyed. Being funny. She getting all messy eyed. Oh, these letters are so nice. I love him. He loves me. We need to be together. Or whatever. Okay. And so we then see her on her little date. Now she in her little dress. Okay, little blue dress. Got her hair all curled up with a cigarette wear in her hand. She always has a cigarette clear cut in the shot and right next to her. I feel like someone has to be paying her in cigarettes for showing how much she smokes cigarettes, because girl, that's a chain smoker. Girl, her whole throat box gonna fall out. Girl, I could not do it or whatnot. It's just too much or whatever. Now we do see, her on the phone with him. Now that right there, that's Ross. Okay, that's Ross. And she's like, I miss you, Ross. I want to see you, Ross. Because we used to be together. He like, I told you before to come visit me twice. I invited you 2 times to come see me, and you never came. You know what I'm saying? But I told you before, Tony's a whole fool. He ain't no good. He's a whole lying, backstabbing man. But me and Tony, we broke up. We not together no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see you, Ross. He said, prove it. You know what I'm saying? Because you had me on a whole emotional roller coaster. She's like, don't you make me cry, Ross. Okay, don't you do that to me. Okay, I love you, Ross. But I be getting so confused, between you and Tony, Tony had me so confused all the time, Tony this and Tony that, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't come to see you, Ross, but I love you, okay? She then tells us what happened between her and Ross. So apparently she made some little, prison scrapbook, sketchbook or whatever with their pictures that they took together. And so the page in this little book has some explicit things, okay? Some extra sexy things and whatnot. And she said when he got the book, he just didn't seem to care too much about the sexual, explicitly interesting stuff that she wrote. He didn't care too much about it or whatnot. So they ended up fussing about it and then broke up. And that's when she ended up talking to Tony and taking Tony more serious because, her and Ross had broke up. So he like, don't cry. Don't cry. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love you. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. It's my fault that you had to deal with Tony. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what? Just show up. If you show up at my door, I promise you, we leaving. We going somewhere. A hotel, a motel, a camping trip, a Holiday Inn, the woods, something. I got my clothes in the back seat with my pellet gun, a fishing pole, and some bait. I'm looking like, what the fuck? Why are you homeless? Like, who says come to my? He said come to my house, to my door, and we gonna leave. Why can't she come in? Who you live with? Like, why would I want to go to a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn if you have a whole house? Girl, when I got my clothes in my car. Ross, don't shoot that pellet, gonna get you in trouble. Don't do that, Ross. Okay? But I'ma see you, Ross. I love you, Ross. And I'm like, what the fuck is they kissing and double finger? What is that shit? Is that a prison thing? Girl. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Ross say, okay, they kissing him. Peace finger and whatnot. Indiana, here I come. And I'm like, nah, she going to Indiana during a pandemic. Dick can't be, you haven't even had a dick yet. Like, how are you going from state to state for dick that you ain't had before yet? Girl, I cannot. I'm pretty sure that Tony gonna show up, be all pissed and whatnot. I'm like, girl, bye. Anyway, we then have, Andrea, Lamar, and them or whatnot. They sitting around, you know what I'm saying, having a little family dinner outside, all set up and stuff, you know what I'm saying, watermelon and teal bowls and shit, you know what I'm saying, little mason jars, looking all fancy and whatnot, you know what I'm saying. Now, we see Andrea being extra as she always is, saying, we can't eat before we bless the food, because if you eat before you bless the food, you will catch corona. I'm like, who the fuck said that to their children? That if you don't bless the food, you'll catch corona? What is wrong with you, girl? She is nuts. Boo-boo the food nuts, but I'm gonna let that be. So we then see, you know what I'm saying, she keeps telling them I want the youngest girl. What's her name? Is it Drusilla? No, that's somebody else's kid. I think it's Priscilla. She wants the youngest little girl baptized because I want her covered by Jesus. Okay, so we need to have her baptized immediately because she's already 8. And then I was like, I was baptized when I was 9. So what's the big rush? Like, why are you rushing? Like, calm down, Ma. You acting too damn much or whatever. And so she's like, okay, whatever. She then says, so Tennyson, Lamar, what y'all do today? Oh, we went to go by and see, Dulo, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Little chit chat, hanging out or whatever. And then Tennyson then say, yeah, I tried weed for the first time. I was like, why the fuck would he say, girl, he said it so like, yeah, I tried weed to like, oh, I had chicken today. She was like, what? Look, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm like, Andrea promises or talks as if she's this Christian, Mormon, God-fearing lady who is just above all the devilness of the world. But she is a foul-mouthed, closet in prison, fucking getting pregnant and lying about it for 9 years type of person, okay? And we ain't gonna forget that you let him finger pop you in the damn car on the way home from prison. So you cannot make it seem as if you was holier than thou, okay? Anyone who getting finger popped in cars by felons out of prison, okay, at a goddamn car wash, you ain't nobody to me, okay? And not only that, you went ahead and got pregnant in a goddamn prison closet. Stop acting as if you are better than anybody, okay? Up there cussing in front of the children. And the younger ones like, Ma, stop saying the F word. Yes, let her know, little girl. Anyway, the whole time, Nyla looking at Tennyson like, why the fuck would you tell her? Like, why would you do that? You know she batshit crazy. Now, Lamar tries to offer up what happened. Like, look, Dulo was smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Dulo was smoking, okay? And then he did, kind of hand the blunt in the area on the way. He offered it to Tennyson, but Tennyson said no because he doesn't smoke. I also then said no, because we don't have our children around that. So Lamar did do right by telling Dulo, nah, bruh, not him, okay? Oh, so he passed my motherfucking son a blunt? He don't respect me. He don't respect you. I'm looking like, why is you cussing? How you upset at Lamar for something that he did not do? Something that he then stopped. Okay? It's, Dulo is garbage. He is sewage. He ain't shit. He ain't. I'm like, why, girl? Again, she is bad. You got my son around weed. Okay, he got offered drugs because we in LA. He would not be offered drugs if we was in Utah. I'm like, there are drugs in Utah too, lady. Okay, and why don't you call me, Tennessee? Why would you call and tell me that he offered you? Lamar, this is all your fault. I'm like, how was it, girl? Andrea is batshit crazy. I don't know how else to put it. It's just dumb. She then gets up, tosses some food on him, and she walks away. Now, I will say when she walked away, she was smiling. So, I'm not going to say this shit wasn't planned and plotted by some damn body. But either way, she's crazy. Whether that was a real scene or a fake scene, Andrea, I can't remember her name right now, Andrea. And, Andrea is still bad shit, okay? Anyway, we do see Nyla and Lamar talk like the following day because Andrea is mad at Nyla because Tennyson talked to her about it. And she's mad at Lamar because I guess Lamar was there. And he feel like I've been out of jail for like 3 years or whatever. She needs to trust that I'm going to do the best thing, for the kids in any situation. Like, I'm going to handle the situation. Like, why don't she trust me? Because she's crazy, deranged, run. So they then start talking in the kitchen because now she woke or whatever, and she talked to Lamar, and she my kids, I raised my kids to not do drugs. I raised my kids to not do this and that. He's like, right. You raised them right, so why won't you trust that how you raise them is how they live their life? Like, you can't make it seem as if they can't be put into situations where they know how to use their choices and make the right one or whatever. I'm saying someone offering him weed don't mean he gonna smoke it. And he did not. So that you raised him right, I guess. And weed is just weed. It's not crack. It's not meth. It's just a little weed. Just a little weed. Anyway, so she keeps. I want our youngest one. She has to be balanced. I need her covered because all these influences I can't deal with. Okay, and I talked to the church. Now the church said that Tennyson can baptize her in a pool as long as we anoint the water. Okay, and then because he holds a priesthood, it'll be valid. I'm like, girl, he like, look, fine. He said, I see how, my daughter does one or whatever, so I will compromise and do it. It's fine. And they didn't kiss her. I'm like, girl, she's crazy. He crazy to be with her, okay? And then lastly, the crazy people. Michael, Sarah, Malcolm, Maria, Megan, and them, okay? So we see Sarah has her black voice on. She's upset. So that's when the black scent comes out or whatnot. I'm just so mad. She goes out to her car. She calls Malcolm. Malcolm, calm me down. Just calm me down. I'm so upset. You know what I'm saying? I'm so tired. I got 2 kids. My baby ain't shit. I'm just so tired. Okay? No one gets it. We all get it, Sarah. We all get that you have 2 children that you're raising by yourself because Michael is a deadbeat father. We get that. But Michael was a deadbeat father at baby number 1. I feel like once you had baby number 2, that was on you. Mainly because you were already aware that Michael wasn't shit. He wasn't shit for the first kid. Why have a second baby? So we all understand that you were having a hard time being a single mom of 2 children, but you literally put yourself in that category. You was having a hard time being a single mom to 1 kid. You then brought in another one by the same deadbeat. That's on you, Ma. And you want to cuss and fuss and yell or whatever because y'all don't get it. Well, you didn't either. You put yourself in the lines then, and now you're out here fighting lions. And that's hard. It's hard being a single mom. It's hard being a mom, period. Okay, but you cannot make people feel like we don't understand your plight. Like it's you're living such an unfortunate life. The one you chose. The one that you kind of asked for. You married that man out of prison. Okay, no, I'm sorry. You married him in prison. You married him in prison knowing that he was a deadbeat daddy already and a bad boyfriend. And then got knocked up as soon as he got out. And then kind of was still begging him to be with y'all. And that's the weird part. He a whole ass deadbeat who you want so bad. Girl, I cannot. Anyway, she go outside her car. Malcolm, please calm me down. On the phone, of course. Calm me down. I'm so mad. This is Michael. He's not here early. Oh my God. Please help me. Just help me be a victim of my own circumstances. I don't have time for her black scene. I just don't. I'm saying, he like, look, you doing the best you can do. You doing what you're supposed to do. And that's all you can do. So calm the fuck down or whatever and leave it be or whatnot. Okay, that's all we can do. I have a hard time feeling sorry for people who knowingly do dumb shit and get dumb prizes and they upset of the dumb prize. Michael is your dumb prize. He was also your dumb thing that you did or whatever, but that's on you. Anyway, so we then see it's the day of the party, okay? And Sarah just wants to show off her boyfriend to her baby daddy. That's the only reason she really wants Michael there. Okay, let's be clear, okay? Now, I haven't heard from him all day. I have not heard from him all day. He ain't called. He ain't nothing. I have not heard from him. But then we see what's he doing? Michael's calling her. And so he like, I get caught up or whatever. That's why I come early. I'll tell you about that later. But I'm in New York now. I'm on my way to the party. I told you I'd be here for the party. I'm on my way. But I need to know where it's at. The party starts in 4 minutes, Michael. He's like, where is the goddamn... I'll send you the address or whatever. We then see it's time for Malcolm meet all my white family. So we see all her white folk. You know what I'm saying? This is Malcolm. This is my boyfriend, Malcolm. Malcolm, girl. Okay, meet and greet or whatnot. So I also feel like this. She is so caught up with, when he get here, I'm gonna go outside and talk to him, whatever. Tell him about Malcolm, and I'll have Malcolm to come out and they can talk outside. You could have told him the last time you talked to him that you had a boyfriend. Just that piece of it, okay? And then when he called you just now, you could say, hey, you on your way? Let me let you know my boyfriend is here. Because it's all about that. You want to tell him. I feel like she wants to tell him face to face to have a face to face fight. Because she likes that shit. She wants to use her black scent or whatever, okay? And then lesbian friend, if I was Michael, I wouldn't want to be here, with her and her family and her friends, whatever, and her boyfriend. I'm like, girl, Michael is the daddy of both kids. Like, you should want him to be there for his daughters, okay? We know he's a piece of shit. Let's reiterate. We know Michael is a piece of shit, deadbeat dude who ain't doing right by nobody. But again, Sarah picked him and Kat picking him, and I think she's gonna keep picking him. But leave that be. Now, when Michael pulls up to the party, we see him got the car or whatever. He got gifts in the back seat. Oh, Michael, let's talk real quick, okay? Look, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to fight you like me either. No. He like, so when we get in here, like, let's not have any fuss. He's like, no, it's for the girls. They were agreeing, okay? Yeah, and also, like, I've been dating someone, and he's here, inside the web. So, you know what I'm saying? I was going to tell you a couple of days ago, but, you wasn't here. So, yeah. You want to meet him? And he was like, no. She was like, what? He was like, I don't need to meet nobody, you just met. Just met? What you mean? And he's like, I don't need to meet no nigga you just met. Like, I'm here for my girl. I'm only here for my daughters. I'm finna go in here and see my kids, and that's it. And I feel like this. I don't think Michael care what she do. I don't. I also feel like he was right. This isn't the right place for me and him to have any kind of talk. Let me be here for the girls. Like, I don't have to interact with him. It don't have to be no beef. Like, I don't know that dude. I don't think you know him either. I appreciated him saying, I'm not doing that here. I'm here for the girls, and that's it. I don't care. I'm good on that. To me, he didn't sound jealous. He didn't sound upset. He sounded like, you coming on some bullshit, and you know why I'm here. Like, I don't want to do that right now. I respect that. Of the piece of shit Michael is, I respect him wanting to keep a focus on what he there for. This ain't got shit to do with him, me, and Malcolm. It should be about the girls. And I feel like Sarah just likes drama. Because her black voice comes out. What you mean? Michael, you not finna go in there and be rude to him. Bruh. Bro, I'm looking like, why the fuck is she broing him? And Michael just walking away, going inside. And I don't like how they made it seem as if he's huffing and puffing to go in there about Malcolm. I'm like, I really feel like he going in. Look, he going in there to see his kids. Michael is a deadbeat. He's also a deadbeat who does love his kids when he's around his kids. You know what I'm saying? When he is putting on for the cameras, he loves them. But I don't see an issue with him saying, I don't need to meet him right now. Like, I'm not here for that. That ain't why I came. I also feel like that she should have told him beforehand that she had a boyfriend. You could have easily told that man on the phone at first when y'all talked and he called you about the birthday. You could have said then, hey, just so that you know I'm dating somebody and he may be at the party. Just so that you know. And then today, when he called, you could say, hey, remember I told you I had a boyfriend? He's here. I would have told you beforehand, but I ain't talked to you. Sometimes I feel like my neighbor dropped shit on purpose to scare me. Anyway. I forgot what I was saying. It don't matter. That's how I went off. With him going in there, guns are blazing, but not really, whatever. We're going to see what happens next week. I'm done, y'all. Peace.
World on my shoulders, so stress.